for manual testing as well as automation using QTP concepts. So I just want to have a background and what is your understanding or what is your goal of or aim of learning the course. So that's why I was asking all this.
Yes.
Okay, thanks for all the information that you provided. So let's go through, I'll ask you a few questions on the manual concepts as well, then we will get into the details about QTP or the Quick Test Professional tool. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes, yes, of course.
Alright, so the basic thing that we look at is we have two types of testing worldwide. One thing is manual testing, the other one is automation, or strictly calling test automation, because we automate the test, not the automation of testing. Okay, so in basic terms, what is manual testing and what is automation?
For me, manual testing is for testing something step by step. For example, as a user, you can test something, a specific function, to know if the software can make well this function. But it's one function by time, no? But test automation, it can be used for performance, to get many things together. Some, for example, for integration, it could be good automatization, because you can test many things together with a script, no?
Okay.
I think it could be a good.
In simple terms, I'll talk about what is manual testing and what is test automation. Manual testing is, for me, in simple terms, when I talk about manual testing, is the process of testing an application by giving the input manually, observing the output also manually. A person will do testing, giving the inputs manually, observing the output also manually. So giving the inputs, I give valid inputs or invalid inputs. I'll verify or validate whether it's working correctly. How I come to a conclusion whether it is working correctly or not? By the output that I observe. So that's about that. The simple term that I would for manual testing. Then what is test automation is? Test automation is testing an application with the help of a tool, giving the input also automatically through the tool, observing the output also through the tool. So the tool will give the inputs and observe the output or analyze the output also by itself. We will only look at the reports and come to the conclusion. Tool has to give the output for us. Okay, the inputs also the tool has to take through whatever script we write, and the output also it has to give us. So that's test automation. Now,
Okay.
When we talk about QTP, QTP is a functional test automation tool. Actually speaking, functional regression tool. So what is functional testing? Functional testing tool. What is functional testing? If we talk about, then we can come to regression testing concept. Then we can talk about QTP as a whole, and then I'll describe what are the functionality or what is the basic thing that QTP is good at. Okay, what is functional testing?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Functional, it could be the same as before, because you have to give an input and you have to observe the output. But in the case of regression, it's because you need to test many time after, because some software has been updated, and you must be sure that the bug was corrected,
Okay.
or maybe another bug was introduced, and that is because you use regression. But functional, it will be the same thing, input and output.
Okay, the regression part is great. Whatever you mentioned, what exactly the phrase by phrase what you told is correct. Functional part, I would like to correct that. There are two types of testing actually. When you look at functionality part, there is functional testing and non-functional testing.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want my application to be, if I have a goal for my application, for example, if I have I want my application as a ticket booking application for flights, okay? My application is a flight booking application. Then what is my aim or what is my end goal for the application will be if I select some flight and I say select the flight, it should get selected, I should be able to pay for it, and I should be able to see my ticket. That's my functionality that I will be looking at. Which means I should be, in short, I should be able to book my ticket. That is the functionality. Okay. Simply speaking.
Sorry, Somu, I had some problem with the audio. Can you repeat, please? Because sometimes it is a break of your voice.
All right, that's okay. So functional testing is if whatever functionality it has to do, or let's say if I have a calculator, I should if I press 2 plus 3, I should get 5. That is the functionality of the calculator. Similarly, if I have an application, web application or any application, if it's a flight booking application, my end will to book a flight ticket, and I should be able to book a flight ticket through the application.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a functionality that I'll be looking at. Then what is a non-functionality? That whatever application I design for the end user, how is the look and feel? Is the text very good to look at? Do I have very many images that will attract people to look at it? That is the user friendly or attractive part where people can get attracted to the application. That is not about the functionality. It is nowhere related to the working of the application. So that is one type. Whatever payment details of the credit card and other things that I will enter into the application, will they be secure if I enter the details or not? If I check that, that is the security of the application. That is also nowhere related to the functionality. Okay, yes. I'm able to book my ticket, give my credit card number or any other number, but the security is another factor. I'm able to book my ticket. So that is also not a functionality part. Whether the software application is speed, what is the of the application? Is it very slow or okay speed, or is it good? How do I measure it? That is also a non-functionality part, which means all these are not related to functionality. However, they have indirect impact on the functionality for the user or for the user experience. They have an impact. So if I look at the working of the application, only the working of the application, then that is functional testing. If I look at the other aspects, then functionality, then that is non-functional testing. You able to understand what I was saying?
Yes, interesting. I understood.
So many types of non-functional testing, but majorly the demand for in the industry will be for functional testing. You have non-functional testing jobs. However, more jobs will be for functional testing, because non-functional testing is actually costly, expensive. Okay, we will talk about all that part afterwards. Why is it expensive and all? Or I'll give you a simple example. Non-functional testing also comes into picture if your application is working on many operating systems or not. Okay, if I'm able to work on only one operating system, that may not be convenient to the client. So whether my application I can use it on different operating systems is also one of the non-functionality. So if I have to have multiple operating systems, I have to buy licenses for all the operating systems for me to use. Windows operating system license I have to buy, Unix I have to buy, Red Hat Linux I have to buy the license. Like that, I have to buy the license for me to use and test my application on those different platforms. So that is a costly affair. One operating system itself, in a company, in a corporate environment, it is costly. When you compare that with different operating systems, it's even costlier, isn't it? So non-functional testing is costly, so people may prefer doing it or not doing it. But at a high scale level, they will prefer to do most of the features that they will require to be tested for non-functionality. But all things that we are doing currently are functional testing, checking whether the application is working correctly or not. That is the major part that will form for functional testing. And as I was speaking about QTP, or the Quick Test Professional tool, it is a functional regression tool. So before I automate the application, there should be one phase of testing that should be run. In the second phase, when I need the repeatable testing factor, only then I can use the QTP tool. For that matter, any automation tool can be used only after the first phase of manual testing. Fine? You're
Yes.
Now let me talk about QTP, or Quick Test Professional. Once we are done with the clarification or the basic idea of the what the tool is about. Sorry. Quick Test Professional was designed by an Israeli-based company called Mercury, and recently, some 5 years to 7 years back, it has been taken over by the company HP, Hewlett-Packard. So you can see that QTP is the name given by the company Mercury, actually, when it has introduced the QTP software. QTP is given by the company Mercury, and these days it is actually called UFT, Unified Functional Testing.
They changed the name.
Yes, it is called Unified Functional Testing these days. Okay, and the latest version is 12.1. However, I don't see that anybody in the industry using 12.1, the latest version. The most stable and most used version in the industry is QTP 11 or UFT 11 or QTP 11, whatever you say, which was released some 3 years ago. QTP 11 is approximately 3 years ago. QTP 12.1 is released recently, December 2014. I don't exactly remember the month, but I believe it's December 2014. Okay.
Yes.
So why QTP is so much talked about, or why QTP has that much demand? If we talk about QTP can do two things actually. It can do web-based testing. You can do client-server based testing. So you have two options: web-based application testing and client-server based application testing, which is not possible with most of the other automation tools. And it has an easy interface where you have all the options available for you in the application at one place. Okay, there are so many features. You have two options actually. You can do recording and playback. And you can do scripting. For scripting we use VB scripting. Apart from VB scripting, there are two other things that can be used for doing scripting. The two others are actually .NET Factory and Gscript. These are not famous because VBScript has so many features that these two things don't have. So these names are not even known to many people. You can use QTP using these two scripting tools. However, VBScript is the most extensively used and most featured scripting language we can work on QTP. Okay. So now let's have a small brief look at QTP, the tool. This is how QTP looks like. The icon when you install it. I have the QTP 10.0 version with me for license, and I don't have the latest version because you cannot crack the latest versions. Okay, I have a pirated version actually. This was bought by somebody, and they also gave me the license. Okay, so I have this QTP 10.0, which almost looks like the same thing, and the features are also same for the latest version. You can see here when it opens up, it says HP Quick Test Professional instead of UFT, because it is 10.0 version. In the latest version, when you download, you have trial version available for 30 days from the HP website, which you can use for downloading and using it. But however, once you're done with the trial period, you have to even if you uninstall and try to reinstall, you cannot use it after 30 days. You will not be able to use it after 30 days. Even if you uninstall and reinstall, you have to totally format the drive in which the QTP software is there, and then you use it if you want to use QTP again, or you have to buy the license. Okay. Anyways, the only major drawback with QTP is that it is an expensive tool. Okay.
But you have where to test. You can download a temporary version.
Yeah, you can have the temporary version, which is accessible for 30 days. You can have access. So that can be downloaded. Okay, 30-day trial version is out on the HP website.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how QTP looks like briefly, there may be a slight change, a makeover sorry, in the latest versions. However, the core things are still the same. You have a recording option here. You can record sorry, you can record whatever steps you perform manually on an application, and you can reproduce or replay them back. Okay, I'll show you how we can do it.
Okay.
Let's say I use the recording and it's pop out this record and run settings option. I have got this because I'll quickly open QTP once again for you to understand the thing. Okay, once you install, it will open like this first. Okay, these are all the add-ins. What are add-ins of QTP? For you to work on QTP, actually there are a standard set of softwares. If your application, whatever application you have to test, if your application is designed in those languages, only then you can use QTP.
Okay.
So these are some of those softwares in which you can, or technologies in which you can develop applications. .NET, Java, Visual Basic, all this. So if I want to test my application using QTP, my application should be in this list, and I should launch my QTP with the checkbox checked for those technologies. Okay, if my application is a Java application, then I should have Java in my list, and I should be able to use Java when I am launching QTP. You understood what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hello?
Wait,
Okay,
yes,
so,
yes, I can see. But you,
okay.
you don't
So,
have license. You don't have license for the Java, for example.
Correct. Because, yeah, correct. Because all these licenses are again charged separately by QTP, the HP. Okay.
Yes.
You need extra add-ons, means you have to pay extra to the HP company. Yes. So that's why actually only biggest MNCs and other companies will try to use QTP. There are free tools also which people are looking after these days. Okay. Anyways, what I was talking is, if your application is developed in .NET, then you should have available to you in your company where you are using QTP. Only then you can test your application which is developed in .NET using QTP.
Okay.
Fine?
Fine.
So right now I am launching QTP with two checkboxes checked, web and ActiveX, so that I can test web applications directly with QTP right now. Okay, any desktop based or any Windows based application is automatically included in this list. You don't need to wait for it. Okay, you don't need separate license for Windows based application testing. I'm running QTP with this. I am saying okay, and when I come in, pardon me, it's taking some time. Right. This is the welcome page in which it will mention all the latest features, whatever the new add-ons or new features that have been added to the newest tool version that will be mentioned. When I go to file and say new, it will give me so many options. I'll say file, new, and I'll go to test. And it will give me a blank page where I can write my script or I can record my script. or you can just simply use the button Control and N, Control plus N, to create a new test directly. Okay, here I have two screens, expert view and keyword view, which are the two different things. In expert view, we will write the code or record the code. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to record the script for now. I'll use this record button, and I have two options that I've got: web and Windows applications, two tabs.
Mm-hmm.
When I have to record, I have these two options: web and Windows, because I launched the QTP with the checkbox called web. So I'm able to see here web. Okay, if I launch the QTP with Java checkbox, then I will be able to see Java also as an option. Then I can do the setting for recording my test case or automated test on Java application. If I check the checkbox Java during the starting, only then I can use Java for recording. Fine. So right now I'm going to automate an application which is based on Windows. Okay, and I have an option where it is asking me record and run test on any open Windows based application, or record and run only on. So what I will do, I will choose the first option. I'll let it be like that, which means I have to launch the application, I have to record. Okay, record and run test on any open Windows based application, which means the application has to be already open.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm opening an application which is a sample application from the QTP website, QTP software people. So I'll open that application. 1 second. So if I go, once you install QTP, you will get all these things. So inside QTP software, I have sample applications folder in which I have this flight application. This is a sample application given by QTP when you install QTP. So what I'm doing, I'm launching the recording using the first option, record and run test on any open Windows based application, which means I have to keep the application open and then only I have to record. So I'm saying OK, and the record will be enabled. If you see here, oh my God, sorry, actually I think it's been very long that I've been using this QTP version.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because that's malfunctioning. It's not working correctly, because once you click on record, it should get highlighted with this record button, and I should be able to, if whatever I record, let's say I give something here, and this tab also, once I type anything and press tab or press enter anything, all those things should be typed here as code, but it is not getting recorded. I think there's some problem with my QTP. I have to reinstall it. Sorry that I wanted to show you the recording part, but I'm not able to. Okay.
Maybe you have to open the QTP after you have opened the application.
No. It's otherwise, because as I have already shown you, you have to keep the application open and then only you have to record.
Okay.
That's the option we have selected.
Okay.
Okay. Either ways, at least even if I'm not recording on the application, when I click the record button, it should be getting highlighted. It's not even getting highlighted. It should get highlighted, and at this end, at the top bottom corner, okay, top bottom corner on the right hand side, I should be seeing the message mentioning recording. Okay. When I click the record button, it should here it says ready. isn't it? In place of this ready, I should be seeing actually a word called recording, because when you have the recording option enabled, it will show that option recording. But right now it's not recording. Maybe I have to reinstall it. So I'll not be able to show the recording for now. Which means if recording is not working, then playback also will not work. So I'll not be able to play any script also. But I'll show you. Then I may have to conclude it for now. So whatever concepts till now we have seen, do you have any questions on this?
It seems very interesting, but I think we have to learn deeply about the use. But I understand what you want to explain to me.
And any feedback for me, because but I have another session also right now, so I'll not be able to spend more time for now, and I want to conclude. So any quick feedback about my way of explanation, because what I believe is nobody is perfect, and there is a scope for improvement everywhere.
Well, I understood everything you explained to me, and I think it's very interesting. You have make a big scope about what I want to learn, and I understood everything. It was very fast and very clear, and we can continue with another session. I don't know when. I think I have to register the course, but I would like to know deeply about the QTP and
everything. During this, we will look at in depth about the course content. Once you see the course content, you can compare it, and you can see that all things that we'll go through are like for a real-time scenario, how you work in a work environment. All those scenarios we will cover.
And will I receive something in paper or electronic document, or I don't know what is the material that comes with the course?
I'll provide you soft copy for all the. I also whatever scripts we will write, I will give you the scripts. Apart from that, I will also give you a soft copy which will explain the features of the tool.
Okay. It's good. It seems good. I have to think about, but it is the thing I would like to learn.
Okay. All right, then we can conclude the session here. Just pass your feedback to the organizer, and yeah, we can go ahead with the sessions based on your confirmation to the organizer. Yeah.
I will thank you for all the information you gave me, and finally I'm happy because I could understand the easy things, and we could connect each other with the GoToMeeting platform.
All right. Then see you.
See you later. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.